You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody, or really good evening, just past 6 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa. Jason Van Arkel with you from the capital city in Des Moines. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Carmen Pratt, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios, getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader between Ottumwa and Des Moines Roosevelt. The Bulldogs dropped Game 1 4-3. So each team now 2-1 in the Iowa Alliance Conference South Division standings. Ottumwa comes in at 6-5 overall. Roosevelt is 6-7. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout right now. Come back and get you the Game 2 starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Get the small-town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs at Des Moines Roosevelt. As afternoon begins to move into evening, of course, we played Game 1 in the middle of the afternoon. There are no lights at Roosevelt, as there are no lights at Des Moines North, Des Moines East, or Des Moines Lincoln. And Game 2 will be played as the sun begins to set, but we should be done well before we would need any lights. At least hopefully we will be. I always love coming to Roosevelt. One of the things I love is the great spot we get for the camera, because it's behind the backstop, but it's elevated. The field is actually below the level that we are sitting on. And so we get a bit of an elevated camera, and that gives us a better view of the field. One thing that I both like and don't like about being here is that we are right next to the concession stand, which means we're getting the smell of popcorn throughout the doubleheader, and it smells really good. But I better not try to eat popcorn then talk on the air unless you want to hear me do mush mouth for an entire game. Having said that, Annie's probably going to get some popcorn now just to tease me the entire night. Anyway, let's check the starting lineups for Game 2. First for the visiting Ottumwa Bulldogs. Leading off, the designated hitter, Dalton Dowd. Batting second, the center fielder, Javen Rominger. Tucker Long, the second baseman, will bat third, and Tanner Shark, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Braylon Griffiths in left field batting fifth. Matt Mitchell will catch and bat sixth. Jared Mitchell will pitch and bat seventh. Kason Palm, the third baseman, batting eighth, and batting ninth is the shortstop, Carter Thompson. In the field but not in the batting order is the right fielder, Luke Reinhardt. Jared Mitchell getting the start for Ottumwa. And he's been very good on the mound to start the season. This will be his fourth appearance, his second start. He is 2-0 with no ERA, 12 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed but none earned on just 6 hits. Opponents hitting only 120 against him. He's walked 6 and hit 2 batters, but he has struck out 18 batters in his 12 innings pitched. As for Des Moines Roosevelt, very similar lineup, just some positions moved around. Leading off and pitching is Jake Espeland. Batting second is the shortstop, Bo Gostomski. George Bell in right field bats third, and Sonny Herman, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Jonah Calderon, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Dominic Wade will play third base and bat sixth. Ben Lundy at first base hits seventh. Mays Perlowski, the second baseman, batting eighth, and batting ninth, the left fielder, Lucas Pullman. In the field but not in the batting order for Des Moines Roosevelt is the center fielder, Kanoa Lynn. Told you that Jake Espeland is their Game 2 pitcher. This will be his fourth appearance, his third start. He's 0-1 with a 5.09 ERA, 11 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed. Opponents batting .256 against him. He's given up 12 runs, 8 earned. He's walked 9 and hit 5 batters, so he's been wild, and he has struck out 12. So a pair of right-handers, Jared Mitchell for Ottumwa, Jake Espeland for Roosevelt, the starting pitchers for Game 2. We'll take another 3-minute timeout and continue with our pregame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. As we get close to the start of Game 2 between Ottumwa and Des Moines Roosevelt, a reminder of the rest of the week's schedule. Tomorrow night, Ottumwa Baseball will play host to Centerville. Single varsity game at 7 o'clock at John Hart Stadium, Legion Memorial Field. On Wednesday, we'll make first trip in at least a very long time to Fort Dodge for baseball. 5 o'clock first pitch on Wednesday. That's a doubleheader. Then on Thursday, baseball again at home versus Des Moines East. Another 5 o'clock first pitch for that doubleheader back at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium. Planning to have all those games for you on the air here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. And, yep, didn't hear any softball in there this week. That's kind of a factor of how we have to set up on the road for some of these road trips as far as our ability to do video. Don't worry, we actually will have 2 more softball games and baseball games when it's all said and done at the end of the season, and there will be a week full of softball coming up later this month. Have not forgotten about Mandy Baum and her softball team for the Bulldogs. Just about ready to get Game 2 of this doubleheader underway. Right-hander Jake Espelin on the mound for Roosevelt. The defense behind him has Lucas Pullman in left, Kanoa Lynn in center, George Bell in right. Dominic Wade at third, Bo Gostomski at short, Mays Perlowski at second, Ben Lundy at first, and Sonny Herman is behind the plate. Roosevelt still with the home white jerseys, Ottumwa still with the gunmetal grays. Bright sunshine on the field now. We began the doubleheader in cloudy conditions, but the sun has come out as we get ready for Game 2. If you weren't with us for Game 1, Ottumwa came up just short, falling 4-3. Dalton Dowd in Game 1 was 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch once. 83 degrees under sunny skies here in Des Moines. As we get ready to start Game 2, a southeast wind at 8 miles an hour blowing in from right. First pitch in there for a strike 0-1, our first pitch at 6:15. That pitch misses in the count, even at a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and Dowd down on the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch fouled back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Espelin hoping for a better outing than the last time he faced Ottumwa. That was last year's Game 2 here on July 5th. He faced 4 batters, did not retire any of them, and all 4 batters scored. Now is 1-2 to Dowd. Fouled back again. Dowd hangs in there at 1-2. Dowd, then Rominger and Long, the top 3 in the Bulldog order again here in Game 2. Another 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, chased a high one for strike 3. And that's out number 1 of the ball game. Here is Rominger. He was 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and an RBI in Game 1. If you are playing first base, second base, or right field, you're looking right into the sunshine right now. First pitch. Javen late on the swing, 0-1. The next offering fouled straight back, coming right at us, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Espelin winds and delivers, and it's fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again. Still 0-2. Espelin steps off the rubber. He sets up on the first base side, as most right-handed pitchers do. Another 0-2. Breaking ball up and away, 1-2. Working quickly, the 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, top of the first. The 2-2 to Javen Rominger. Hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. We'll do it again. Still 2-2. Espelin shakes off a couple signs, now has the one he wants. Another 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. Tucker Long on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Skied in the air to left center, not very deep, although it's carrying a little bit, but over is the center fielder, Lynn, to make the catch, and there's 2 down. Here is Tucker Long. 1 for 4 with a single in game 1. Also pitched 4 innings and had a no decision. Freshman digs in, 2 out, nobody on. Righty to lefty the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Espelin's 1-0 is downstairs, 2-0. The 2-0 offering to Long, fouled back to the screen, and the count 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, bunt shown, pitch was way outside, 3-1. Tanner Shark on deck. The 3-1. At the knees for a strike, 3-2. Second straight full count. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first. The 3-2 to Long. Downstairs, ball 4. And Tucker works a 2-out walk. So here's Tanner Shark. He was 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. Second straight left-handed batter, 3 out of 4 to face the righty Espelin here. First pitch, way high, ball 1. Espelin now having to work from the stretch for the first time. The 1-0. Grounded foul left side. Ricochets off the fence in front of the Roosevelt dugout and then over the head of John Yeager in the third base coaching box. Count 1-1 on Shark. Long, if you're wondering, 3 for 4 in stolen base tries. Short lead, not running, the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The pitch, grounded sharply but foul third base side. And we're even at 2-2. Bulldogs are making Espelin work. That's 24 pitches already in the first inning. 2-2 to Shark. Long at first, 2 down. Top of the first inning. The 2-2. In there, called strike 3, and the inning's over. No runs, no hits, a walk and a man left after half an inning. The Bulldogs nothing. The Roughriders coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa had a base runner but nothing else against Roosevelt in the top of the first. And now Jared Mitchell, the right-handed senior, will take the mound for the first time today. The defense behind him, Braylon Griffiths in left, Javen Rominger in center, Luke Reinhardt in right, Kason Palm at third, Carter Thompson at short, Tucker Long at second, Tanner Shark at first, and Matt Mitchell behind the plate. Jake Espelin, the pitcher, will lead it off. Played right field in game 1. 0 for 2, reached base a couple times on a walk and a hit by pitch. He fouls this pitch off to the right, and the count 0-1. Jared winds in the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. If Mitchell gets that breaking ball in the zone, he has been tough to hit this season, the 0-2. Little liner over a leaping long and into right field for a leadoff single. Opposite field hit for Espelin. And that'll bring up Bo Gostomski, the shortstop. He was 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in game 1. Roosevelt stole a lot of bases in game 1. Will they be as aggressive in game 2? Not going here. Pitch downstairs, ball 1. Seen Matt Mitchell play third pretty well. We've seen him pitch really well. That was in Waterloo, and now I'm seeing him catch for the first time. Runner goes. Pitch is a ball. The throw down to second, not in time. As Espelin gets the steal. And he's the pitcher, but he's running for himself. No courtesy runner. Second steal of the doubleheader. He had one in game 1. And now has 6 on the season. Now Mitchell's 2-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. Oh, no, 1-2. I guess that 1-0 pitch when the runner went was a strike, so 1-2. Jared comes set, checks the runner at second. The 1-2. Breaking ball, good stop in the dirt by Mitchell, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Roosevelt with the runner at second and nobody out here in the bottom of the first, no score. The 2-2. Inside corner called, strike 3 for out number 1. First strikeout for Jared Mitchell, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 1 down for George Bell, the right fielder. Bell had a walk and a single, an RBI single in game 1, and then was lifted for a defensive change halfway through the game. Now playing right field in game 2. Mitchell steps off the rubber and bluffs Espelin back to second. He's there with 1 down. The pitch, downstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the number 3 hitter, George Bell. The pitch, liner to right, coming on is Reinhardt. He's there to make the catch. No tag by Espelin. He was almost halfway to third when he had to go back, 2 down. And here is the catcher, Sonny Herman. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI single in game 1. Two out, a runner on second. Mitchell from the stretch. The pitch. Breaking ball, pop foul back to the right and out of play, 0-1. Roosevelt scored a single run in the first inning in game 1. They went on to win 4-3 by scoring the go-ahead run in the 6th inning. Bulldogs would like to prevent the Roughriders from taking an early lead again in game 2. Runner goes, the 0-1 inside, the throw down to third, the tag not in time. Throw was a little bit to the foul side of the third base bag. Kason Palm did a good job of getting a quick tag on him, but not in time. So Espelin has stolen 2 bases in the inning. Count is 1-1 to Herman. And the pitch downstairs, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The stretch and the pitch. Line to center, Rominger coming on, and he'll slide and make the catch on a backhand stab to retire the side. Nice play by Javen Rominger. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 1 inning, no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 2nd inning. No score. Ottumwa and Des Moines Roosevelt. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Bulldogs hoping for a split now tonight. Braylon Griffiths, Matt Mitchell, and Jared Mitchell will get their first cuts against Jake Espelin. See if there's any chance Espelin is a little gassed after getting a single and stealing 2 bases in the bottom of the 1st inning, only to be stranded at third. In game 1, Braylon Griffiths was 0 for 3. Bulldogs out-hit the Roughriders 7-6, but lost the game 4-3. Braylon will stand in with that bright orange bat in his hands. Espelin into the windup, and the first pitch of the 2nd inning is hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play, 0-1. Beautiful early evening for baseball here in Des Moines, the 0-1. There's a chopper past the mound. Charging it is the shortstop, Gostomski. The throw on the run, not in time, and it got away. But with not a lot of foul territory there, it hits the fence in front of the Ottumwa dugout, and Griffiths will stay at first with the leadoff infield single. Even if that throw is right on the money, Braylon had it beat out. And now here is Matt Mitchell. Mitchell in game 1 was 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Braylon has some speed over at first. He's stolen 9 bases in 10 tries. Throw to first, will chase him back. Kind of lobbed over there by Espelin. First baseman Ben Lundy We talked about it earlier. He's looking right into the sun. First pitch, skied in the air to left field, but not going to carry. Underneath it is Pullman to make the catch for out number 1. That brings up Jared Mitchell. Jared was 1 for 3 in game 1. One on, one out for Ottumwa here in the top of the second, no score. Another lazy throw to first. Griffiths slid back in, and as he was getting up, the throw was so lazy that it actually bopped him in the top of the helmet. There was no strength to it at all. It didn't hurt. I think everybody's having a laugh about that, both sides. Now the pitch. That's hit in the air, foul off to the right, and that will get out of play for strike 1. It's pretty sure it's headed out of play, but both Lundy, the first baseman, and Bell, the right fielder, were in all-out pursuit, but they ran out of room. Not a lot of room in foul territory down the lines here. Throw to first, that one closer, and they... Safe is the call. Wow. That was close. I thought the umpire was going to call Braylon out. That was a good pickoff move by Espeland. Braylon still gets out to an aggressive lead. There he goes. Pitch is way high. The throw is all the way into center field. Braylon headed for 3. Here is Lynn's throw. It's wide, and it goes out of play, and that will send the runner home. And Ottumwa leads 1-0. So right after Griffiths was nearly picked off, he steals second. He goes to third on the throwing error by the catcher Herman, then comes home on another throwing error by the center fielder Lynn. And Ottumwa gets a bit of a gift from Roosevelt. They lead 1-0. It's 0-1 to Mitchell. Now nobody on, one out. And the pitch. That pushed him off the plate inside 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, way high, 2-1. That overthrow by Lynn was so high. There's a short fence in front of each dugout. As the 2-1 pitch on the inside corner, 2-2. That ball the ball was thrown so hard and so high, it went well over that fence. It struck the wall of the dugout and bounced back out into the field of play. The 2-2 pitch skied to right, back towards the alley, and Lynn, the center fielder, looked like he was calling for it, then he fell down, but the right fielder, George Bell, was right there, and he made the easy catch for out number 2. Boy, if you were watching the center fielder, you would think that ball was going to fall down in the alley after Lynn fell down, but then you turn to the right, and Bell is standing there under it, waiting for it to come down. Kason Palm, the batter. He was 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in game 1. First pitch misses, ball 1. 1-0 Ottumwa here in the top of the second. The 1-0. Bounced in there, 2-0. Roosevelt came in with numbers that suggested they have not played defense well through the early part of the season. That pitch on the outside corner to Palm, 2-1. Fielding percentage under 900 at .889. Now the 2-1. Bounced in there, 3-1. Having said that, the Roughriders in game 1 especially made several nice plays. Both teams did. But Roosevelt committing 2 errors on 1 play, allowing Ottumwa to score the first run here. That pitch on the outside corner, and the count's full to Palm, 3-2. Carter Thompson on deck if the inning stays alive. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So Palm will reach and Thompson will bat. Second walk issued by Espeland. Said the numbers showed he could be wild. Came in with 9 walks, 5 hit batters, and 12 strikeouts. He's already walked 2 and struck out 2. Carter Thompson 1 for 3 with an RBI double in game 1. That pitch misses for ball 1. Palm at first, and a throw to first will chase him back on a dive. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, way high, 2-0. Palm is 1 for 2 in stolen base tries. As our base umpire calls time, and he looked behind him and he realized second base was still covered in dirt from when Griffiths went sliding in. So we'll clean it off. I don't think Palm runs here until you get to 2 strikes. Then you might see him go. Right now it's 2-0 on Thompson. The pitch, down and in, 3-0. No reason to potentially run out of the inning now when a walk would put 2 on for the top of the order. 3 balls, no strikes. Espelin's pitch, strike at the knees, 3-1. Thompson taking all the way. Carter digs back in. The 3-1. Low and away, ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks. And that'll bring up Dalton Dowd, who struck out his first time up. I like to pull out these scoring tidbits from time to time, and this would be an interesting one. We'll see if we have time to get to it. First and second, 2 down. The pitch to Dowd. Ground ball left side. That's a diving stop by Wade, but he can't hang on to it. And now, runner hung up between third and home. Too big of a turn by Palm. Throw back to third. Palm racing home. The throw home to Espelin, who tags him out to end the inning. So Ottumwa gets 1 run. They leave 2 on base. And we're going to sort out that last play in a moment. That will feed into the scoring thing I was talking about. Anyway, Ottumwa gets a run. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa 1, Roosevelt 0. Bulldogs ran themselves out of a chance to add to the lead. Had first and second, 2 out. A ground ball to the left side by Dalton Dowd. Diving stop by Dominic Wade at third base. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Should have been bases loaded with Rominger coming up, but Kaysen Palm, I think, believed the ball had gone into left field. So he rounded third and tried to head for home and was halfway home before he realized his mistake, was caught in a pickle and thrown out. Jonah Calderon, the DH, takes a strike from Jared Mitchell, 0-1. Calderon was 1 for 3 in game 1. The 0-1 pitch, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, so here's the official scoring thing, and who knows if it'll end up this way in the official stats, but in my mind, this is how everything should be scored from that second inning. Well, here's the 1-1, and it's hit high in the air to left. Over towards the line is Griffiths, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. That brings up Dominic Wade, the third baseman, the starting pitcher in game 1, 0 for 2 of the walk. So, the Ottumwa run scored, Braylon Griffiths singled, stole second, the throw in into the outfield, so he took third, and then the throw from the outfield went out of play, so he went home. He scored on 2 errors. Looked like it was going to be an unearned run. But then with 2 out, there were back-to-back walks, as that pitch is inside to Wade 1-0. So without the errors, if it had just been a stolen base, the Bulldogs would have had the bases loaded with Dowd at the plate. As the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Dowd then gets that infield hit. If Griffiths had been on third, he would have scored on that, which means that even without the 2 throwing errors on the play he did score, he would have scored anyway. That pitch sails outside 2-1. So, even though it seems counterintuitive, by the strictest rules of official scoring, that would be an earned run because he would have scored even without the errors. As there's a swing and a miss by Wade, and the count is even at 2-2. Now, if I look at the stats, whenever they're posted by Roosevelt, they post the stats for Espelin, and it's an unearned run. It's not a big deal to me. As the 2-2 pitch sails well high, 3-2. For those of you who like the intricacies of baseball and the scoring and everything, if you're being technical about it, that's how it would work out. Either way, Ottumwa still has a 1-0 lead. The 3-2 pitch, breaking ball popped foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. They're over the screen. Ended up behind me somewhere. Still 3-2 to Dominic Wade. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Ottumwa leading 1-0. Another 3-2 pitch. Just low, ball 4. That didn't miss by much. First walk issued by Jared Mitchell, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Ben Lundy. Lundy was 0 for 2 in game 1. He was hit by a pitch. Wade, the runner at first, 1 steal on the season. First pitch, hit in the air to right center. On his horse is Rominger. He's going to get there and make the catch in the alley for out number 2. Back to first goes Wade, and the batter is Mays Perlowski, the second baseman. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. I love that first name, Mays. Again, I don't know, but I'm hoping that he's a ball player who was named after one of the greatest of all time, Willie Mays. Throw to first, and Wade back in, standing up. Runner goes. Pitch is down and in, and no chance for Mitchell to make a throw as Wade gets his second steal. 1 ball, no strikes to Perlowski. Mitchell's next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. The big righty comes set and pivots towards second. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, 1-2. Mitchell's done that a couple of times. He'll come set, pivot towards second, which isn't a balk, then immediately come back to the rubber in the set position, hold it for a second, and then throw a pitch. Here's his 1-2. Breaking ball fouled back to the backstop below us, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down here, bottom of the second inning. Dogs lead 1-0, and that pitch popped foul out of play to the right. Still 1-2 to Perlowski. Runner goes, he went too early as Mitchell pivoted off the rubber, through to third, tag applied by Palm, inning over. Roosevelt makes the third out at third base. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We go to the third. Dogs 1, Riders 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt nothing. Game 2 of our Iowa Alliance Conference doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Ottumwa. Rominger, Long, and Shark against right-hander Jake Espeland. Ottumwa's already made Espeland throw 45 pitches through 2 innings. First pitch here to Javen. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Rominger flew out to center his first time up. Now the 0-1. Hit down the line in left, twisting foul. It'll land in the Roosevelt bullpen, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Espeland shaking off signs. Still shaking off signs and now steps off. Well, we saw Dominic Wade do a lot of that in game 1. We saw the reliever Henry Claypool do it as well. Now the 0-2. In the dirt, Rominger lays off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind in the 1-2, low and away, 2-2. And for the most part, Ottumwa batters seeing a lot of pitches in the early going. Now the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball to center. Lynn comes in a few steps. Makes the catch, and there's 1 away. That brings up Tucker Long, who walked his first time up. Throws right, bats left, digs in. First pitch on the way. And a ground ball sharply foul third base side. Ricochets off the dugout fence, right to John Yeager, who throws it right back to Jake Espeland, 0-1. Tucker loves to go the other way. The left fielder, Pullman, is over towards the line. It's a big gap in left center if Tucker could hit it that way. He bunts at third base side. It's popped in the air, but it's fielded on a short hop by Wade. Nice play, and the throw to first in time for out number 2. If Tucker gets that ball down on the ground, he beats that out because Wade was playing behind the bag at third. But when it was popped in the air, it carried almost out to Wade as he ran in. He fielded it nicely on the short hop and made a strong throw. Tanner Shark called out on strikes his first time up. He fouls this one back into the left, 0-1. Two out, nobody on top of the third. Dogs up 1-0. Righty to lefty, the 0-1 to Tanner. Swing and a miss, late on a fastball, 0-2. Shark with a little frustration. He got called out on strikes in the first inning and I think was not happy with himself for letting the pitch go by. Now he's late on that fastball. Here's the 0-2. Down and in, 1-2. It's been a tough start at the plate this year for Tanner. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Came inside and nearly hit him. Roosevelt thought he swung. They appeal and no swing. So 2-2 to Shark. Now the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Way high off the glove of Herman, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Griffiths on deck of the inning continues. The payoff pitch. Up and away, ball 4. Well, Shark works the walk. Third walk issued by Espeland, and here's Braylon Griffiths, who had an infield hit. Then went the rest of the way around on one play as he stole second, took third on a throw into center, and then the throw from the outfield went out of play, allowing Braylon to come all the way home. First pitch here. In the dirt, gets away all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch, Shark down to second. 1-0 to Griffiths. Espeland comes set. Check Shark at second. The 1-0. In the dirt again. This one stays in front of the plate. And it's 2-0. Hitters count for Braylon. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, runner at second. Dogs up 1 in the third. The pitch. Sails over his head, 3-0. Matt Mitchell on deck of the inning continues. Shark dancing around at second. The 3-0. In there for a strike, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. The pitch. High ball 4, back-to-back walks. And it's 2 on for Mitchell, who flew out to left his first time up. There were 2 out and nobody on, but back-to-back walks have given Ottumwa an opportunity here. And now Matt Mitchell stands in. Runner goes, first pitch inside, the throw down to third. In time for the out, and the inning is over, and Tanner Shark does not like that call. Neither does John Yeager. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa leading 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt 0 in game 2 of our doubleheader. After Ottumwa lost game 1 4-3. These two teams played one close game and through the early stages playing another one. 8-9-1 due up for Roosevelt. Mays Perlowski, Lucas Pullman, Jake Espeland. Perlowski was at bat and had a 1-2 count when Dominic Wade was caught stealing, trying to go second to third. He left second too early, and Jared Mitchell simply stepped off the rubber and threw to third to throw him out. Bulldogs got their run in the second inning. Braylon Griffiths had an infield hit, stole second on the throw. It went into center, so he ran to third, and then they tried to get him at third and threw the ball away, allowing him to score. Bulldogs ran themselves out of opportunity to score a couple opportunities to score more than that as Perlowski lifts it down the line in right. Long run, and that lands fair. A bloop single as Reinhardt gets it back in quickly and holds Perlowski to a leadoff single. Second hit of the game for the Rough Riders, and that brings up Lucas Pullman. Pullman went 1 for 2 with a walk in game one, and that's frustrating if you're Ottumwa because Pullman only had 1 hit all season coming in. But he had a 1-out single in the 6th inning, and he eventually scored the game-winning run. Mitchell steps off the rubber and bluffs Perlowski back. Perlowski has 2 steals on the season. And again, Mitchell steps off. Perlowski was jumping out there like he was thinking about going. There he goes. Pitch is hit into center, and it will be down for a base hit. But Perlowski has to stop at second. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the order, Jake Espelin, who singled and stole 2 bases in the first inning, but was stranded at third. Ottumwa, hopefully their missed opportunities don't come back to haunt them. Had 2 on, 2 out in the second inning. Had an infield hit that would have loaded the bases, but Kason Palm went too far around third and got caught in a rundown. That ended that inning. Pitch low and away. It got away from Matt Mitchell, and the runners advance on a wild pitch, and all of a sudden it's second and third, nobody out. And not only is Ottumwa's lead threatened, a base hit could put Roosevelt in front. One and 0, and the infield comes in halfway. That pitch misses high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Mitchell's pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Perlowski at third, Pullman at second. Now the 2-1. Fouled straight back to the screen, 2-2. Mitchell really could use a strikeout here, but Espelin not an easy man to K. Long pause by Mitchell, the 2-2. Ground ball to short. Thompson looks the runner back to third, throw to first, 1 down. Well, you're 1/3 of the way out of it. That brings up Bo Gostomski, who was called out on strikes his first time up. Infield still in for Ottumwa. Jared comes set. The pitch. A little flare out to shallow right. Reinhardt coming in. He'll make the catch. The runner tags, but it's a bluff. Not deep enough, and there's 2 down. And that brings up George Bell, who lined out to right his first time up. Well, Jared Mitchell has a chance to get off the hook. Second and third, nobody out, but now 2 down. Bell, again, lined to right his first time up. Infield now back with 2 away. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. No balls and a strike. The next offering. Inside, off the glove of Mitchell. Runner coming home, flip to the plate, not in time, and we're tied at 1. And Jared Mitchell's saying, why was the batter, George Bell, still anywhere near the batter's box? He took like 1 step out of the box. But that's Mitchell not going to get any relief from that. The tying run scores on a passed ball. And down to third goes Pullman. 2-0 to Bell. Boy, that's frustrating if you're Ottumwa. You second and third, nobody out. You get the ground out and the short fly out. You're 1 out away from getting out of it, and then that happens. The 2-0. That's a wild pitch that gets away, and that'll score the go-ahead run. It's 2-1. Now 3-0, and suddenly Roosevelt leads. Ottumwa had a chance to get out of it with their lead intact, and instead they give Roosevelt a couple of gifts. And have to find a way to battle back. 3-0 to Bell now, nobody on, 2 out. That pitch down and in, ball 4. That brings up Sonny Herman, who lined out to center his first time up. Runner at first and 2 down. And the pitch. Low, ball 1, and that's 5 straight out of the zone from Mitchell. Jared steps off and bluffs Bell back to first. Runner goes, ground ball up the middle. Thompson cannot get it. It's into center. And that'll move runners to first and third on the base hit by Herman. And now Jared Mitchell's got to bear down before this inning really gets out of hand. Should have a courtesy runner here for the catcher, Herman. That'll be Jakari Patton. Matt Mitchell out to talk to Jared Mitchell. Trying to settle down his big right-hander. Matt was headed back to home plate, then thought of something else he wanted to mention, so he goes back and makes sure he said everything he needs to say. Jonah Calderon stands in, flight out to left his first time out, and first time up. Runners on the corners, 2 down. And Mitchell will step off and bluff Patton back towards first. Jared comes set, throw to first, not in time. Tanner Shark dropped the ball, trying to throw it back to first, and George Bell at third bluffed as if he was going to come home, but stayed put. Now the pitch, runner goes. Throw down to second, the tag, and he is out at second to end the inning, so Roosevelt runs themselves out of a chance to do more damage. Roosevelt gets 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 4th, Dogs down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, Ottumwa now trailing for the first time in Game 2. It's the Roughriders 2 and the Bulldogs 1. 6, 7, and 8 due up for OHS. Matt Mitchell, Jared Mitchell, and Kason Palm against right-hander Jake Espeland. Well, that third inning, all sorts of frustrating for Ottumwa. First two batters reach on base hits, and a wild pitch puts them at second and third, nobody out. You bring the infield in, you get a ground ball out that holds the runners, a shallow fly out that holds the runners. You're one out away from not allowing anything. And then both runs score on consecutive pitches, one on a pass ball, the other on a wild pitch. Matt Mitchell flew out to left his first time up. First pitch here. Ground ball up the middle. Over to his left is Gostomski. The throw to first is in time for out number one. Mitchell had been at the plate when Tanner Shark was called out trying to steal third to end the top of the third inning. Here's Jared Mitchell, who flew out to right his first time up. First pitch, skied in the air to center, shallow. Coming in is Lynn. He'll make the catch and quickly two down. Boy, Ottumwa had made Espelin work through the first three innings, 64 pitches. But 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the third, or in the fourth, I should say. And the batter, Kason Palm, who walked his first time up. First pitch. And he lifts it to right center. Lynn will get there and make that catch, and it's 3 pitches and 3 outs for Ottumwa in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom half, 2-1 Roosevelt on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Jared Mitchell back out there, now trailing 2-1. He'll face Calderon, Wade, and Lundy, 5, 6, and 7 in the Roosevelt order. Mitchell's thrown 45 pitches in 3 innings, so that counts pretty good. Again, pitcher fatigue, not an issue for Ottumwa after having 10 days off. Sharpness, a different story. And again, the 10 days off wasn't planned. They were supposed to play Des Moines Lincoln last Thursday. That got rained out. Calderon with a ground ball foul down the third base line, 0-1. Calderon was at the plate when Shakari Patton was caught stealing to end the third inning. Now the 0-1. Little liner into left field, base hit. Dominic Wade, the batter, he walked his first time up. Roosevelt with the leadoff hitter on for the third time in 4 innings. First pitch in the dirt, bounces away from Mitchell and down to second on another wild pitch goes Calderon. We've seen 3 wild pitches in a passed ball committed by Ottumwa in this game. Now the 1-0. High 2-0. Jared's 2-0. On the inside corner, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The big righty comes set. And the pitch. Fly ball to left. Griffith's drifting back a few steps. He makes the catch. And there's one down as Calderon tagged up but did not go. Here's Ben Lundy, who flew out to center his first time up. Runner at second and one down. And now Lundy stands in. Mitchell's pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Two-one Roosevelt. Runner at second, one out for the Riders here in the bottom of the fourth. Mitchell looks back at second a couple of times, a third time. Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul at the plate, 0-2. Had him reaching on an off-speed pitch. No balls, two strikes. Jared comes set. The 0-2. Popped up right side, Shark underneath it. The first baseman just on the edge of the outfield grass makes the catch. Two down. Two down for Mays Perlowski, who singled and scored in the two-run third inning for the Riders. Two down, a runner at second. Calderon got to second with nobody out on the wild pitch. He's still there with two down. First pitch, bounce in there. Another wild pitch gets away from Mitchell. Down to third goes Calderon. 1-0 to Perlowski. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Pop foul off to the right. That'll get out of play. 1-2. Jared a strike away from getting out of this frame with no damage. He's got one strikeout tonight. 1-2 to Perlowski. Runner at third, two down, bottom four. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him on a high fastball. Second strikeout brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Roosevelt, no runs, one hit, one left. We go to the fifth. Dogs down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fifth inning, Dogs got to get the bats going. They trail here at Roosevelt 2-1, game two of the doubleheader after dropping game one 4-3. 9-1-2 due up for OHS. Carter Thompson, Dalton Dowd, and Javen Rominger. Jake Espelind He threw a lot of pitches through 3 innings, 64. He only needed 3 pitches to get 3 outs in the 4th. See if Ottumwa goes back to being more patient at the plate. Espeland has struck out 2. He's walked 5, but the Bulldogs have not been able to turn any of those walks into runs. Couple times they've had their innings end on the base paths when they've had potential chances to add to their tally. Pitch is low to Carter Thompson, ball 1. He walked his first time up. Time called at the plate. Now the 1-0. Inside 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is high, 3-0. Dalton Dowd on deck. 3 balls, no strikes to Carter. And that pitch way high, ball 4. Well, there you go. That's more pitches in one plate appearance than he threw in all of the previous inning. And you've got the potential tying run on with nobody out for Dalton Dowd, who's 1 for 2 with an infield single. The third baseman weighed in on the grass, anticipating a bunt. First pitch, swings away and fouls it off to the left out of play, 0-1. Well, why not? Third baseman's in on the grass. Try to hit it, maybe not right at him, but over his head and down the line. 0-1 the count to Dowd. Thompson a short lead at first. Now Dowd showing bunt. And Espeland steps off the rubber. As far in as Wade is, if you get this bunt down, probably want to push it to the right side. The pitch, bunted foul back to the screen, 0-2. Dowd has not had much luck bunting in this doubleheader, and he's been reaching for pitches out of the strike zone. Bunt probably off here, although Wade is still in on the grass. It's 0-2. Thompson at first, nobody out, top 5 dogs down a run. The pitch, inside, good stop by the catcher, Herman. Boy, I was convinced that ball was going to the backstop, and Herman got himself completely in front of that ball and knocked it down with a chest protector, 1-2. That was textbook. One ball, 2 strikes. Long pause, and the pitch. Pop up behind short, dropping back and making the catch just into the outfield is Gostomski for out number 1. Brings up Javen Rominger, who has twice flied to center, 0 for 2 in this game. Rominger hoping to do what he did in his first at-bat of game 1, ripped a double off the base of the left field fence. Thompson at first with 1 down now, and the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. The 1-0. Popped it up back and out of play, 1-1. That pitch might have been out of the zone high. One and one to Rominger. Thompson at first with 1 out, top 5 dogs down a run. Throw to first and Carter back in safely. Espeland, the 1-1. In the dirt, that got away all the way to the backstop. Thompson hustles the second on the wild pitch. Well, Ottumwa couldn't advance him the traditional way, but now he's in scoring position with 1 out, and Rominger has a 2-1 count. A base hit could tie the game here. 2 balls and a strike. Thompson away from second, and now Espeland steps off the rubber. A look back at second. The pitch. High and tight, 3-1. Thompson dancing around out there trying to distract Espelin. I think Roosevelt's got somebody starting to stretch down to their bullpen. Throw back to second. Carter saw it coming. He was in standing up before the second baseman, Perlowski, even got there. Still 3-1, sluggers count for Javen. The pitch. Liner caught by the shortstop. Throw back to second in time, double play. Thompson wasn't even that far off the bag, but a quick throw by Gostomski. And Ottumwa again sees their inning end on the base pass for the third time in this game. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Dogs down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Roosevelt 2, Ottumwa 1, game 2 of our Monday doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Tomorrow night, Bulldogs are back home. Single varsity game against Centerville at 7. Wednesday, Bulldog baseball at Fort Dodge for a doubleheader beginning at 5. Thursday, back at home again, Bulldog baseball, a doubleheader versus Des Moines East at 5. And then the rest of the weekend off. And then the following week, still a lot of baseball. We do have softball next week, and then into the week after that, we start getting into a lot of softball. So don't worry, softball fans, we'll have you covered. Jared Mitchell's first pitch of the bottom of the fifth inning is inside to Lucas Pullman, 1-0. Pullman singled and scored in the third. Ottumwa run in the second. Roosevelt 2 runs in the third. Nobody has an RBI in this game, as that pitch is fouled back. And our home plate umpire walking over to pick up the foul ball, I think because it was fouled off the mask of Matt Mitchell. He's taking the time to make sure Matt's okay. Scoreboard says 0-2. I thought the first pitch was a ball. Maybe I was mistaken. The next offering from Mitchell, low and away. The next pitch to Pullman in the dirt. Scoreboard says 2-2. We'll go with that for now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mitchell winds and delivers. Breaking ball lifted in the air to right. Reinhardt drifting back. He's there, makes the catch, and 1 down. Luke Reinhardt's played a pretty good right field in this game. Top of the order, the pitcher Jake Espelin, who was singled and grounded out, 1 for 2. Said there were no RBIs in this game. The Ottumwa run in the second began with Braylon Griffith stealing second. The throw went into center, so he ran to third. The throw to third went in and out of the dugout, so he went home on a pair of errors. No RBI there. Pitch caught the corner to Espelin, 0-1. In the third inning, Roosevelt had runners at second and third with nobody out. A ground out and a fly out had him still there with 2 out. But then the runs would score on a pass ball and then a wild pitch. Here's the 0-1. Low and away, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off to the right out of play, 1-2. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Dogs down a run. Jared Mitchell trying to keep it that way. The 1-2 pitch. Just off the plate outside, 2-2. Mitchell's 2-2 pitch to Espeland. Popped up right side, could be playable. Shark hunts for it, and in fair territory, up the line, makes the catch, 2 down. About 10 feet into the outfield grass. 2 out, nobody on for Bo Gostomski, was struck out and flied out 0 for 2. Mitchell hunting for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. First pitch on the way. Downstairs, ball 1. That pitch popped up, shallow left, out is Carter Thompson. Makes the catch, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Jared Mitchell. We're going to the 6th inning, Dogs down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning, getting late for the Ottumwa Bats, but they don't need much. They're only down 2-1. Had a lot of traffic, a lot of base runners against Jake Espeland, even though they've only had 2 hits. Bulldogs have drawn 6 walks, but have done exactly nothing with those. 3 different innings have ended with one of those players who walked either getting tagged out on the bases or doubled off. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Ottumwa. Tucker Long, Tanner Shark, and Braylon Griffiths. Long has walked and grounded out 0 for 1. Espeland came into the game with a 5.09 ERA, but Ottumwa has struggled to get more than that 1 run as Tucker takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Haven't struggled to get on base, have struggled to convert the opportunities. There's a liner fair down the left field line. It's up against the side fence and Long a big turn, but he'll have to hang on with the leadoff single as the left fielder Pullman playing over towards the line, got to that ball quickly as it ricocheted into foul territory. And he holds Tucker to a leadoff single, but again, the leadoff man on for Ottumwa. 4th time in 6 innings. Here's Tanner Shark, who was struck out and walked. Tanner is a very good bunter, and if he does bunt, it won't just be to move the runner over. He'll be looking to get on. That pitch down low, ball 1. No sign of a bunt yet. One and 0 to Shark. The pitch. Liner into left center field. That's down for a base hit, and that's going to roll. Long around second, on his way to third. Lynn will fire it back in. Tucker holds on to third. Shark into second with an opposite field double. Dogs are in business. Second and third, nobody out. Braylon Griffiths, the batter. He has singled and scored. He has walked. And all of a sudden, the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Infield back for Roosevelt. They'll trade the tying run to get an out here on a ground ball if it's anywhere but to the pitcher. Espelin from the windup. That pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 offering. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Second and third, nobody out. Dogs down a run, but a big threat here. The 1-1. Downstairs. That got called a strike. That was caught right off. It wasn't even caught off the top of the dirt. He had to reach down to the dirt to knock that pitch down. It got called a strike. 1-2. Wow, okay. Now the 1-2. In the dirt. Oh, a great stop by the catcher, Herman, with the chest protector. That saved a run. It's 2-2. Well, you knew after the previous pitch that Roosevelt was going to throw the ball in the dirt and see if Griffiths would chase it, but that ball bounced in front of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Umpire making sure that Herman's okay. He took that ball one-hopped him right in the chest protector. 2-2 to Griffiths. The pitch. Inside, 3-2. First base open. Matt Mitchell on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the payoff pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side. And we'll do it again. Still 3-2 to Braylon. The 3-2. Fouled off to the right. Good job by Griffiths to spoil a pretty good pitch right on the corner. We stay at 3-2. Again, you put the ball in play, especially you hit it on the ground and get it past the pitcher, you're going to tie the game. Another 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4, and they're loaded with nobody out. Good job by Braylon to battle there. Matt Mitchell, he's flied to left, he's grounded to short. Now the corner infielders will come in, and they'll throw home for the force at the plate if they get a ground ball. Middle infielders want to turn 2. They'd trade a double play for the tying run here. First pitch to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball, 0-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Dogs down a run, top 6. Espelin shaking off signs, and now Mitchell will call time. The right-hander winds in the 0-1. Breaking ball down, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Mitchell. Ground ball left side. The shortstop, Gostomski, has it. The throw to second, not in time. Everybody's safe. The run scores. We're tied at 2 on the infield hit by Matt Mitchell. 2 deep in the hole for Gostomski to retire anybody. An infield hit ties this game, and Ottumwa still has them loaded with nobody out. Luke Gravy will be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Matt Mitchell. Shark to third, Griffiths to second, Gravy at first. Long came home, and now Jared Mitchell, 0 for 2, 2 fly balls so far. And he skies it, but it's in left. Is it deep enough? Underneath it is Pullman. Makes the catch. Runner tags. Throw is cut off. It gets through. But the other runners hold a sacrifice fly for Jared Mitchell. Shark scores. It's 3-2 Ottumwa. So the Bulldogs have converted that single and double to start the inning. They still have first and second with only 1 out. And the batter, Kason Palm, who has walked and flied to center. Long pause by Espeland. And the pitch. Up and in, ball one. So for Matt Mitchell, that was his second RBI of the day. He had an RBI in game one. And he now has 4 on the season. Jared Mitchell now has 3 RBI on the season. Espeland looking back at second several times. Now throws back to second and nearly threw it into center field. Perlowski had to jump up to catch it. Braylon Griffiths the runner at second. Luke Gravy the runner at first. Pitches a strike to Palm, 1-1. Roosevelt won game one with a run in the 6th inning. Ottumwa was taking the lead with 2 in the 6th inning here in game 2. Can they add to it? Griffiths dancing around out at second. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-1 to Palm. These two teams have not been separated by more than a run throughout this entire doubleheader. Right now, 3-2 Ottumwa, top 6, 2 on, 1 out. The pitch, ground ball out to second. Perlowski has it, goes to second for 1. The relay to first. Oh, they call him out. Oh, my goodness. And John Yeager is not happy. Boy, that didn't even look that close. It'll go in the book as a 4-6-3 double play, but folks, that's not what happened. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dogs do lead 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning. The Dogs have staked Jared Mitchell now to a 3-2 lead. Actually, Jared Mitchell staked himself to that lead when he hit the sacrifice fly that drove in the go-ahead run. Mitchell will have to go through the heart of the Roosevelt order here. Bell, Herman, and Calderon. Bell is lined to right and walked. Pitch count's fine for Jared, only 70 through 5 innings. Pitch 71 is popped up back behind the plate, not a play. 4 strike 1. (3-2) Ottumwa here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, that's called a strike, 0-2. In fairness, the strike zone's kind of gotten bigger as the game has gone along. The 0-2 pitch popped up right side, tied him up. Tucker Long underneath and makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Sonny Herman, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Ottumwa 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Roosevelt 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. First pitch is a strike to Herman, 0-1. Mitchell winds and delivers, and that's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jared looks in to get the sign from Matt Mitchell. Now the 1-1. Fly ball to center. Coming in a few steps is Rominger, makes the catch, 2 down. And that'll bring up Jonah Calderon, 1 for 2 with a single. Two out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Right-hander to right-hander, Mitchell to Calderon. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Jared Roxon fires, and it's lined foul off to the right, 0-2. Two out, nobody on, bottom 6, 3-2 Ottumwa. Mitchell has struck out 2 and walked 2. He's allowed 5 hits and 2 runs. Now the 0-2 to Calderon. Breaking ball, popped up to the right, foul it out of play. Still 0-2. Now the wind and another 0-2 pitch. Liner, left field base hit. Well, Mitchell had set down 8 in a row, but Calderon is now 2 for 3. And now the throw to the infield gets away, but Calderon didn't see it. And he'll stay at first. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Dominic Wade, who has walked and flied to left, 0 for 1. Time called. Tucker Long is, well, he was kind of bent over out there at second base for a moment. As that pitch is popped foul to the right, over for a look is Shark. Does he have room? Yes! Right in front of his own dugout, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 7th, Ottumwa leading 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning, and Roosevelt has gone to the bullpen. They want a lefty this time. Senior Caleb Christensen. This will be his 2nd appearance. He's made 1 start. He's 0-1 with an 11.67 ERA, 3 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 7 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .467 against him. Again, that was just 1 game and 1 start, but not a good one for him. And he comes on in relief of Jake Espelin, who threw 6 innings and allowed 3 runs, all earned, on 5 hits. Let's count up the walks for Espelin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And he struck out 2. He threw 100 pitches, which is why we weren't surprised that he did not pitch this inning. I believe Espelin has stayed in the game and gone out to right field. So Espelin goes from the mound to right field. George Bell goes from right to left field. And Lucas Pullman goes from right field to center field. That means Kanoa Lynn is taken out of the game. And Christensen is not in the batting order. First pitch is in there for a strike to Carter Thompson, 0-1. Thompson has walked twice. Now the 0-1. Sails outside, 1-1. Ottumwa with a 3-2 lead, 3 outs away in the bottom of this inning from earning the split. You'd like to see some insurance. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. A deep breath by Christensen, and the lefty's pitch. Outside, 3-1. Three and one to the Bulldog shortstop, Carter Thompson. Dalton Dowd on deck. The pitch. That's lined into left center, base hit. That's in the alley, and it's going to roll out near the track, but cutting it off nicely was Bell, but the throw back into the infield gets away, and sliding into second is Thompson. Thompson had put on the brakes. Bell got to that ball, kept it from going all the way to the fence. So Thompson will get a single, but then Bell overthrew his cutoff man, and that'll be an error on the left fielder. Third error of the game committed by Roosevelt, and now an important insurance run in scoring position with nobody out for Dalton Dowd, who's gone down to talk to John Yeager halfway to third base. So runner at second, nobody out. The third baseman Wade is in on the edge of the grass and playing angle. The first baseman is way back. Boy, I don't get that. Now he's walking in a bit. And the pitch. Bunt at third base side. It's a good bunt. Wade has to field it and throw to first. He does so in time for the out. Sacrificed by Dowd, scored 5-3. Thompson to third. And here's Javen Rominger, who has flied out twice and lined into a double play. That last one certainly not his fault. He hit a rocket, but it went to the shortstop, Gostomski, who quickly flipped to second to double off a runner. Roosevelt brings the infield in all the way around. They know they can't afford to give up an insurance run here. Hopefully Javen can elevate the ball. First pitch. That's foul down the third baseline, and it almost took out Carter Thompson. Coach Yeager having a laugh about it. That's a kind of nervous laugh, John, the kind that says, boy, I just almost lost my shortstop. 0-1 to Javen. Boy, he's had some solid contact today, both games. Now the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike to Rominger. Thompson at third, one down, top seven. Ottumwa leading 3-2. Infield in for Roosevelt. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Well, you don't want to leave that run out there. The 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It rolls out to the pitcher, but it hit Javen in the leg, and he hobbles up the first baseline trying to walk it off. Still 1-2 to Rominger, but he'll get a moment here to try to shake off that foul ball off the leg. I think it got him in the left leg, the front leg, as he bats right-handed. Goes down for a word with Coach Yeager, and now he'll make his way back to the batter's box. 1-2. Thompson at third, one down. The kick and the pitch. Fly ball to center, should be deep enough. Pullman settles under it, makes the catch. Thompson tags. The throw, cut off. RBI sac fly. Dogs get the job done. Rominger still limping, but he did his job, and it's 4-2 OHS. So 2 out, nobody on for Tucker Long. Roosevelt in the bottom of the 7th will have the bottom third of their order, Lundy, Perlowski, and Pullman. Long is walked, grounded out, and singled and scored. Takes a big breaker for a strike 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Haven't seen too many lefties so far this season. Now the 0-1. Fouled back 0-2. It's always a tough matchup when you're a left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher. One thing in Tucker's favor is that he's a really good opposite field hitter, and the way a left-hander's ball comes in from the mound, that kind of plays into that stroke. Here's the 0-2, and he hits it foul off to the left again. If you watch Tucker hit for any period of time, you will see him, especially when he's down on the count, foul off so many pitches to the left side. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. That's up and away, 1-2. Four to Ottumwa now here in the top of the 7th. The 1-2, hit in the air, foul off to the left. That'll carry over the Roosevelt bullpen, still 1-2. When Thompson came home to score the 4th run here in the top of this 7th inning, that was the first time in this entire doubleheader that either team had led by more than 1 run. That's how closely these two teams have played. Another 1-2. Swing, and he just got a piece of it as that pitch was diving down to the dirt. Still 1-2, and boy, if they weren't metal bats, they were wooden bats, I'm not sure that would have been hurt as clearly as it was. It's the only way you knew that he got a piece of it, just barely. Another 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, pitch in the dirt. Herman picks it up, throws to first to complete the putout, and the inning is over. But Ottumwa adds an important insurance run on a hit. There was an error and nobody left. Bottom of the 7th, 3 outs away. Dogs up 4-2. Fasten your seatbelts on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Ottumwa 4, Des Moines Roosevelt 2. Jared Mitchell trying to finish what he started. Only 81 pitches through 6 innings. No worries about pitch count here. He'll face the bottom 3 in the Roosevelt order: Ben Lundy, Mays, Perlowski, and Lucas Pullman. Ottumwa got 1 in the 2nd. Roosevelt got 2 in the 3rd. But the Bulldogs got 2 in the top of the 6th to take the lead, and then added an insurance run in the top of the 7th, 4-2. Lundy will lead it off. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Lundy taking plenty of time to dig in. And now Mitchell's pitch. Fouled straight back, 0-1. Jared into his windup. The 0-1 to Lundy. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, that insurance run in the top of the 7th gives Ottumwa a little bit of breathing room. Not a lot. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Mitchell's 2-1 pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side, 2-2. Four to Ottumwa, top of the seventh, bottom of the seventh, pardon me. Jared's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that's out number one in the seventh. Mitchell's third strikeout brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. The batter, Mays Perlowski, singled and scored in the third, struck out in the fourth. Mitchell has now struck out 3 and walked 2. First pitch, popped up right side. Is it playable for Mitchell? No, out of play. In amongst the Ottumwa fans for strike one. Bulldogs 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Roughriders 2 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors. The 0-1. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Almost 8 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa. The 1-1 down and in 2-1. Even though there haven't been a lot of runs in this game, or either of these games, Roosevelt won game 1 4-3. This game's 4-2. The 2-1 pitch, ground ball foul, third base side, 2-2. This game is almost 2 hours old. The first game took just over 2 hours, 2:08 to be exact. And while there's still a decent amount of light in the sky, there are no lights here. Hopefully that's not a factor. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mitchell, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 4th K for Mitchell, and now he's 1 out away from a complete game. And here is Lucas Pullman, who has singled and scored and flied to right. Two out, nobody on. Mitchell winds and delivers. And it came in and hit him. Oh, that was the last thing you wanted there. That brings a tying run up. It's the top of the order, Espeland, who's 1 for 3. Mitchell had retired 11 of 12 before that hit batter. Now Tanner Shark's going to walk over and have a brief word with Jared, senior to senior, saying, hey, you're all right, go finish this. I don't think they're going to put Pullman in motion here. If it was a 1-run game, they would, I guarantee you, but they're down 2. First pitch. Breaking ball strike, 0-1. I don't know, maybe they would send him thinking they're going to distract Jared Mitchell, but if I'm Mitchell, I'm only worried about the batter right now. That run doesn't mean anything. You're up 2. Jared comes set, the 0-1. Inside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Time called at the plate by Espeland. Dogs up 4-2. Roosevelt down to its final out. The pitch outside, 2-1. Riders have the tying run at the plate with 2 down. Mitchell struck out the first 2 batters of the inning, but then his first pitch to Pullman hit him in the shoulder. Jared wants a new baseball, and he gets it. 2-1 to Espeland. Mitchell from the stretch, short lead at first for Pullman. The pitch. Popped up foul right side. Mitchell has a look, but it's out of play. And the Dogs are one strike away as the count goes to 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Espeland also trying to prevent himself being the losing pitcher as he gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. Mitchell trying to win it. 2-2. The kick and the pitch. Ground ball right side. Over to get it is Long. The throw to first, and it gets away as Shark was scrambling back. It's backed up by Jared Mitchell. I think Espeland will get an infield hit for that. The error, the throw by Long that got away, will move Pullman to third. And the batter is Gostomski, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a pop-up. But now, runners on the corners and 2 out, the tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. You could see Roosevelt trying to put that winning or that tying run in scoring position with the steal here. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Boy, that's frustrating. Slow roller to the right side. Tanner Shark, who was holding the runner at first, he came off the bag to try to get it, couldn't get it, then tried to scramble back to the bag. Runner went way early. Pitch is a strike. And into second without a throw is Espeland. Well, it's never easy. Now the tying run at second. 1-1 to Gostomski. The pitch. Chopper third base side. Palm has it, Long throw across in time, and Ottumwa wins game 2 by a final of 4-2. A complete game victory for Jared Mitchell. Bulldogs earn the split. 2 well-played games by 2 members of the Iowa Alliance Conference. They'll do it again later this summer in Ottumwa. But 2 good ball games here to start what will be a very busy week of Ottumwa baseball. Bulldogs win at 4-2. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Des Moines Roosevelt, where your Ottumwa baseball team earns the split after dropping Game 1 4-3. They rally in the nightcap to beat the Roughriders 4-2. The Game 2 totals for the Bulldogs: 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. Jared Mitchell, the winning pitcher, a complete game victory. He's now 3-0 on the season. For Roosevelt, 2 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on base. Jake Espel in the loss. He falls to 0-2. The ballgame took 1 hour and 48 minutes to complete. Ottumwa improves to 7-5, 3-1 in the Iowa Alliance South. Roosevelt falls to 6-8, 2-2 in Iowa Alliance South play. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Baseball is tomorrow night. We're back home at Legion Memorial Field, John Hart Stadium. A single varsity game at 7 o'clock against Centerville here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, Sonic Drive-In, William Penn University, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Community First Credit Union, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Carmen Pratt, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning into Bulldog Baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldog baseball team takes on Centerville. Until then, good night, everybody.